What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So yeah, today we're finally fitting an intake to the GTI. I just want to give a quick thank you to Forge Motorsport, our sponsors, who have kindly sent me over their Twintake. I've got it over there all on the table. We're going to do a little unboxing. The packaging's awesome, man. So the plan is essentially to replace this engine cover. These Mark V GTIs, the engine cover is actually the airbox as well, so the air filter's in there. As you can see, attaches there straight there onto the turbo. And also you got the MAF sensor there too. There is always debates about whether cold air intakes work. There is all of that, but we're not going to get into it today. The main reason I want to put an intake on this thing is to get rid of that engine cover. Just makes it much more easier to work on the car. But yeah, what we'll do, we'll switch to the tripod, basically show you guys what's in here. Right, so we're going to do a little unboxing, first time for everything on this channel. I was hoping if the tripod could go higher, but yeah, we're going to deal with that. So we got most of these silicone hoses. Of course, these will make the various bends on the intake because it's got a wrap around the engine bay. The other thing we have this plate here, which we're going to use to replace the factory one. Also got, so this must be an air duct. So of course the intake, the one in the factory airbox, it does have like a duct, but the thing is it has kind of broken, which I'll show you in a second. So because the Twintake, you'll probably have two of these. I'll show you what I mean by Twintake in a second. It's quite a unique design. Got some Forge Motorsport stickers too. The instruction manual, I've already taken it out. Alright, so here's quite an important piece. So I'm guessing these two bits is where the Twintake sort of separates. I think I'll show you the more exciting bit now. This is what a lot of you guys are probably waiting for. This is the party piece for this whole kit. As you can see, the packaging is really good. We've got packaging on packaging, even its own box and cardboard on top of it. But if you're ready, I'll show you it. So I'm ready too. Alright, so there we go. So there's going to be two of these, essentially one here and then one going that way. So it should look really nice on the engine bay. Finally get rid of that plastic nonsense there. Of course, we've got the rest of Forge Motorsport silicone hoses. I am yet to complete the kit because yeah, I've got a few more bits to do. As you guys know, we've got a KO4 conversion coming soon, so when the engine bay is a bit more stripped down, we'll assess what we need to put in. Yeah, as mentioned in my previous videos, it's just awesome that a company like Forge Motorsport is supporting the GTI build. It definitely does give me confidence that, you know, it's something to keep pushing. I want to do it very nicely. Of course, there is the element of keeping it a budget build, but when we get opportunities like this, it'd be rude not to pass it up. I'm sure a lot of you guys will understand anyway. They have also sent me the diverter valve relocation pipe too, the silicone hose that's going to go from here to the relocated DV. But yeah, of course, when we do the KO4 conversion, you'll see that in action. Today we'll get this fitted. As you can see, that's where the MAF sensor is going to clip into. We've got a little bit here, so that's where the DV relocation pipe will clip into, but we'll blank that off for now because we've still got a KO3 in there. So that is essentially what it's going to look like. This is the instruction manual. Relatively straightforward though. It's various clips, and if you got the tools, I'll show you what I use anyway. I finally picked up the Halford's advanced tool set. A lot of you guys will know the 200-piece one. I had various tools separate, but I thought I'd just get one. So everything's in there. We're probably going to use this 24mm here and the Allen keys. I was just using loads of random different tools that I had and they weren't organized, so I thought I'd pick that up. It was on offer, so all good. Quite simple. Got two clips here too, which we will remove, and mine was already pretty loose, so yeah, straight off. So first what we're going to do is we're going to take this panel off here, this metal plate. So I believe that uses a 24mm triple square. We'll do various time lapses in this video the best way. Right, so I've run into a problem already before we even begun. My 24mm triple square is the short one. It doesn't go over these. I haven't got one at home today. What we might do is, because the intake is separate to that anyway, we'll get the intake fitted today. We'll leave this off this plate because there is still a plate there. I'm not really driving the car much. And yeah, once I've got a longer 24mm, I'll order one today. I'll get that put in. Alright, so I've got this tool as well, which I picked up off eBay. VAG removal tool. Trust me, it makes your life a lot easier. It's got those, it's for these kind of pins. Because as you can see, this one's been broken in its previous ownership. So what I'm going to take this thing off, part of the MAF sensor of course, and put it on the new branch pipe. So it should come off relatively straightforward in theory. Alright, so it's off. Alright, so that's all transferred onto there. The MAF's going to connect straight into there. Straightforward stuff. Next what we're going to do, we're going to remove that there. So that should go straight in. We're gonna have a look anyway. It just needs the pliers to remove those nasty clips as usual. Have loads of them for down here, but whilst this is quite a simple task, a lot of you guys can do it. I'm a beginner myself. It's just putting an intake on, but don't use this video as a pure guide. I just want to put that little disclaimer there, because I don't want you to mess your car up and then come back to me and say, oh, you did it this way. I'm just doing it as I go along. So yeah, this is like a little project for me. But yeah, if you do enjoy this sort of thing and you like Mark V GTI content and any other project cars that might have lined up, make sure you are subscribed. It does help a lot with the channel and the progression of this build. There is a lot more to come. Of course, we're going to work on the turbo soon. But yeah, make sure you stay tuned for all of that and you are subscribed. But yeah, we'll crack on and get this thing fitted. Right, so that was a bit filly to get off, but that goes straight onto the turbo. Let's make sure nothing falls in, so we'll quickly go get the pipe that we've fitted a silicone end bit to, and we've put a clamp onto, hose clamp kit or Jubilee clip, whatever you want to call it. Right, so the main piping's all done. I've put 2 clips on there to make sure it's all properly secure. We've got these 2 on as well. And we've got this dual exit thing here. Yeah, I'm going to get some sound clips as well once we're done with it, because it should make some nice sounds. Right, so now we're going to deal with these, which are the air feeds. As you can see, one of them's already broken like I showed you. So this, I presume, is going to go like that. And another one is going to go right here. Guessing that slides in there. Right, so we've got the air feeds put in. I managed to lose this screw, but oh well, it's quite sturdy anyway. This one here too, so you can kind of figure it out if it focuses. One feed here, one feed here, so it utilizes all this space here. Just tidies up. It's a shame the rest of this is a bit dirty, but here's one of the canisters. So it's going to go like this in the engine bay. We're going to start with the lower hose first, and yeah, I mean, look at the inside of that, all nice and fresh. This side too. I mean, Forge Motorsport definitely do have very high quality stuff, man. Very impressed with it. Nice and secure. Engine bay is coming together nicely though, man. Really pleased with the way this thing looks, especially if you look at it from this angle here, with the wheels and the calipers, front grille, carbon and all the hoses. It just looks so mean. All right, second one. Right, so with this one we ain't got no elbow kind of pipe thing. We just got these 2. It's going straight. Again, put it back on the tripod and get it done. This one's going on. This really kind of sits on top of this. The main thing I will say is, you know, the hardest bit is going to be getting this in. Now that goes in pretty simply, but this one, see here you have this gap, so it just requires a bit of fiddling around. So I'm nearly there. Got the front on, all good. I just had to loosen that there to allow for a bit more flex in there, because I think I pushed in quite a bit, so it was a bit short to reach. Just got a bit of a gap there to fix, and yeah, we're nearly there. Right folks, so we're finally done. For the most part, everything's all tied together pretty good. Looks a bit slightly bendy over there, but I've made sure the hose clamps are on very tight, so they shouldn't be moving anywhere. It's all pretty secure. Even down there, I'll put an extra one. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. If something moves, I could just tighten it quite easy. This area has just fully been transformed. Before, there's just a gap there. I mean, the airbox has that little scoop, but it's just to here. There's all this space here behind the headlight, which is another air feed. So of course Forge is utilizing that. And what we're going to do, we'll plug the MAF sensor in. We're also going to blank that off. I think that's the last thing. You know, one thing I like about British summertime, because the clocks have gone forward, it's like 7:30 right now and the sun is still out. Well, sort of. Got these weird jet streams in there in the sky as well though. I wonder what those are. Conspiracies in the wasteland. Yeah, let's just get back to this. So look, even the little blanking plate that Forge gives is high quality. Look at that. Even the bolts as well, the Allen bolts, so nice and I don't know, man, it's just really good. I'm gonna get the car turned on, see what this intake sounds like. Right folks, so it definitely does sound good. I'll just go over here because that TFSI tick and rattle is definitely still sounds like a diesel, just how it is. But yeah guys, that's the Forge Motorsport Twintake. There is two types of intake. There's the regular one with like a regular single filter, and then there's this one with all the carbon greatness on it. Definitely does sound good. I'm very pleased with it. Big thanks to Forge Motorsport. Make sure you do check them out for all your VAG parts. You guys will know about Forge Motorsport anyway, I don't need to tell you. But yeah guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to drop a thumbs up on it. Plenty more mods to come, as I've showed you. DK'd in the previous video, now up on intake. Yeah guys, I'll stop rambling now and I'll see you in the next video.